Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be checking out the Wildfire operator mod for the Spitfire submachine gun here in Black Ops 4. And that's the thing guys, of course as you can see for this video, we are back on some Black Ops 4 and of course what I am going to be checking out in this video is the operator mod for the Spitfire, which if you guys didn't already know, this particular operator mod is called Wildfire and the description reads extremely increased fire rate, the hail of bullets increases weapon recoil and slows movement speed while firing. So honestly, this is a really interesting operator mod in my opinion, and honestly it is really good. And if you are going to be using this particular operator mod on the Spitfire, you can absolutely shred through enemies at close range, and I would say that overall, the Spitfire with the operator mod equipped is better than a lot of the shotguns in this particular game at close range. So with that in mind, that's how come of course I am going to be checking it out in this video. And guys, as you can see, this is the creative class that we are going to be using. For our first attachment, we are going to be using fast mags, and that's just because of course you are going to be running out of ammunition extremely quickly, and for a lot of cases I prefer using fast mags over extended mags. For our second attachment, we are going to be using quick draw, which is extremely useful just so that way we can get our iron sights up as quickly as we possibly can. For our third attachment, we are going to be using stock, and of course we are going to be using the operator mod. For our piece of gear, we are going to be using stim shot, and then for our first as well as only perk that we are going to be using is of course going to be scavenger, and that's just because you are going to be burning through the ammunition when you are going to be using this weapon, so scavenger is an absolute must perk. And of course we are going to be using diamond camo, which I'm not gonna lie looks really nice on this particular weapon. Also guys, if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below. Let's go ahead and see if we can break 10 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely amazing. And yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up into my first game. Alright guys, so of course as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our first game, and this time we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Hacienda. Now that's the thing, this is actually my first game of the day, so if I am a little bit rusty, that's the reason why. And there we go, that's of course going to be our first kill of the game as well. That's our second one, okay. And yeah guys, if you would like to, feel free to comment down below what are your thoughts on this particular operator mod. In my opinion, I think this operator mod is really good, and that's just because naturally the Spitfire already has a very fast rate of fire. However, if you put on the Wildfire operator mod, it is of course just going to be bumping up that rate of fire, therefore making this weapon even more deadly. And honestly, this particular operator mod is a lot of fun to use, so yeah guys, feel free to comment down below what are your thoughts on it. And there we go, that's of course going to be another kill. And that's the thing, right now I'm not completely sure where the enemies are going to be because the spawns are a little bit inconsistent. However, there we go, that's of course going to be another kill. And it looks like there might be a person coming around over here. Now that's the thing, overall if you are going to be using this particular operator mod on the Spitfire, honestly it is quite a good idea to be using Crash, and that's just because when you are going to be using Crash as well as if you have Scavenger, you really don't have to worry about running out of ammunition. And there we go, that's another one. Alright guys, so of course as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our second game, and this time we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on WMD. Now that's the thing, WMD is actually quite a good map to be using the Spitfire on, and that is, there are a lot of close to medium range engagements, and there we go, that's of course going to be our first kill. Depending on how you play it, you can do very well when you are going to be using the Spitfire. And of course, starting off this particular game, we are doing pretty decent. Currently going 3-0, so not gonna lie, I am pretty happy how this particular game is going so far. With that in mind, let's go ahead and throw this down. And it looks like there are going to be a couple people over in that building over there as well. Because of course, we took out that one person who was trying to come in over here. And you know what, let's go ahead and pick up this SDM and see if maybe we can get a kill with it. That'd be pretty cool as well. As that's the thing, of course the Spitfire, especially with this particular operator mod, isn't really too great at those medium to longer range engagements, so that's how come of course I am going to be picking up the SDM. And there we go, that's one kill. There we go, that's one. And my teammate took out the other one, okay. You know what, let's go ahead and pick up this Titan just so that way we can be a little bit more effective at those medium to longer ranges. And overall, I do prefer using the Titan over the SDM. Wait a second, there are two people camping over there, oh my goodness. And there's one, and it looks like there might be another person over here. There we go, took him out. And we're currently on a bloodthirsty, so that's pretty decent. So let's go ahead and call in this UAV as well as counter, as well as give my teammates a little bit more health. Now that's the thing, right now I'm not completely sure where the enemies are going to be because the spawns are a little bit scattered as well. It looks like the enemy team is going to be running ghosts, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. There's an assist, and of course that's going to be the sniper's nest, so let's go ahead and call it in. And there we go, that's another one. As well as there's another person over here, and we took him out. There we go, took him out. Currently going 12-2, which is pretty decent in my opinion. And alright, there we go, took him out. And we have to be careful because it looks like there's a person trying to come back here because he was camping in that building a little bit earlier in the game. And there's another one. As well as another one. As well as another one, okay. Let's go ahead and call in this UAV. There we go, took him out. He was camping in that building over there. As well as give my teammates a little bit more health. And that's the thing, overall the Spitfire is one of my favorite submachine guns in the game. And there we go, that's of course going to be the sniper's nest. And that's just because, first of all, it is a lot of fun to use. And interestingly enough, even though this weapon of course excels at close range, if you tap fire the weapon as well as you make sure to control your recoil, you can take out enemies quite effectively at those medium ranges. Of course, you really shouldn't be using this weapon at long range because the damage really starts to drop off. However, with that in mind, surprisingly, this weapon is pretty decent at medium range. And there we go, that's another kill. And of course, we are going to be getting a headshot, so that's pretty decent. And there's one. Wait a second. Alright, there we go, took him out. Of course, let's go ahead and give my teammates a little bit more health. And it looks like this game is going to be coming to a close. And wait a second. There we go, took him out. He was camping right in the back of the map. Oh my goodness. And there's another kill, of course, using the SOG. Alright guys, so of course that's going to be the game. Ended up going 30-9. Really awesome game in my opinion. And of course I will definitely take it. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be our second game. I will see you guys in game number 3. And you know what, I just realized that I do have 3 reserve cases. So you know what, let's go ahead and open them up and see exactly what we can get. Alright, let's move over to our second one. As well as our third one. Alright, nothing really too great out of those cases, however, nonetheless, of course, I will be seeing you when I join up into my third game. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our third game, and this time, we are going to be playing another game of TDM here on WMD. And there we go, that's of course going to be our first kill of the game as well, as it looks like there was a person coming around over here, however, my teammate took him out. And there we go, that's another kill. And starting off this particular game, we are doing pretty decent. Currently going 2-0 as well, as we did end up taking the lead, leading by 6 points, so that's pretty good in my opinion, at least for starting off this particular game. And there we go, took him out, as well as we got a headshot. And that's the thing, of course I am going to be using the Hades as a backup weapon, just so that way we can be a little bit more effective at those medium to longer ranges. And honestly, it really is crazy to think about, however, there we go, that's another kill. Tomorrow, the time you're making this video, of course, we are going to be seeing the second half of Operation Spectre Rising, as well as we are going to be seeing the first day of Days of Summer. And there we go, that's another one. As well as another one, okay. And that's the thing, I am really interested in seeing how the second half of Spectre Rising is going to be turning out, because that's the thing. Operation Spectre Rising was of course the first as well as only operation so far. They came in 2 separate parts, being that with Black Ops 4 Update 1.17, there we go, that's another kill. We did end up seeing Operation Spectre Rising, however, it only lasted for 35 days as well, as there were only 50 tiers of the operation. Then of course tomorrow, which is going to be June 4th, we are going to be seeing the second half of Operation Spectre Rising, and honestly I find that really interesting in my opinion as well, as of course we're going to have to see exactly if for the future of Black Ops 4 with future operations, are they going to be coming in 2 separate parts. And if you guys would like to, feel free to comment down below.
Ready to drop an assault pack.
For future operations, would you rather them come in 1 part and them lasting for a longer period of time, or would you like them to be like Operation Spectre Rising where they come in 2 separate parts? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Alright guys, so of course that's going to be the game. I'm going 34-8, really awesome game in my opinion, and of course I will definitely take it. So yeah guys, that's of course where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss a new upload from me. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.